All right, today we're diving into an app called ScoreFlow Gymnastics, and its promise is pretty simple but really powerful. Coach more and manage less. It's all about getting you out from behind that desk and back on the floor with your athletes. So let me just ask you this, and be honest. If you're a coach or you're running a gym, how much time do you actually lose to spreadsheets and paperwork? I mean, tracking scores, managing rosters, just wrestling with all that admin stuff. Now just think about it for a second. What could you do with all those hours if you just got them back? Okay, so let's jump right in. We're going to start with what they call your coaching command center. And really, it's just what it sounds like. All your most important info all in one spot. So take a look at this. This is the main dashboard. And the first thing you notice is, well, how clean it is, right? It's not trying to throw a million numbers at you. The whole point is to give you this instant, high-level overview of your program. Everything you need to know right at a glance. No digging through menus or anything like that. So boom, right away you see the big stuff, like how many athletes you're working with in total. You've got your number of active teams, which gives you that quick sense of scale. And even how many training sessions you've got on a calendar for the month. It's just super simple, right? It makes planning way easier. Literally, in seconds, you know exactly where everything stands. All right, so once you've got the lay of the land, what's next? Well, you got to build the foundation for your season, and that means setting up your roster. And creating a team is honestly super simple. You just give it a name. Here you see sample high school, and bam, you're good to go. It makes it really easy to separate your own teams from, any opponents you might be tracking. It really just boils down to 3 easy steps. First, create the team. Second, add your athletes, and you can do that one by one or just upload a whole list at once. And third, you just manage the roster as the season goes on. Super straightforward. And check this out. This is what you get. A clean, perfectly organized list of all your athletes, all sorted by team. You can see their grade, their age, what events they're in. That whole administrative headache, it's just gone. It's so much better. Okay, so your teams are all set up. Now it's time for the fun part, getting them out there to compete. We all know scheduling can be a huge pain for coaches, so let's see how this thing handles prepping for a big meet. And yeah, setting up a competition is really intuitive. You just pop in a name, like Spring Championship, you set the date, the location, you pick which teams are going to be there, and that's literally it. You're done. It's scheduled.
All right, now for the main event, Meet Day. This is where you finally get to say goodbye to those frantic scribbles on a clipboard and all that chaos with paper score sheets. For real.
So the whole system is built for live, real-time input. The second an athlete finishes a routine, you can pop their score right into the app. So right here, we're seeing scores go in for Christine Jones and Scarlett Smith on the bars. It's just simple, it's fast, and it's accurate. Okay, now, keep your eye on the top of this screen. See that? As you punch in those individual scores, the team standings update automatically, in real time. This means you and your athletes get instant feedback on where you stand, all throughout the meet. But what about after the horns have sounded and the meet is over? Well, this is where ScoreFlow really shifts gears. It goes from being just a management tool to being an incredible coaching asset. It's all about taking that raw data and turning it into actual, meaningful athlete development. So check this out. Every single athlete gets their own detailed performance dashboard. Let's take a look at Scarlett Smith's profile here. Right away, you can see these key stats that really start to tell the story of her season so far. And the great thing is, you're not just getting a bunch of random numbers. You're getting context. The app is tracking really important metrics for you, like their season best all around, their average score, and even a consistency score, which is so cool. It tells you how stable their performance has been over time. And honestly, for me, this is the real game changer. You get these simple, super clear line graphs that show an athlete's score progression event by event. So you can answer those crucial questions like, are they actually improving on beam? Or is their bar score trending in the right direction? The answers are right there staring you in the face, visually. And really, it all boils down to this, doesn't it? When you can see the progress, and more importantly, when you can show an athlete exactly how they're improving from one meet to the next, that's an incredibly powerful tool. It's motivational, it's a coaching tool, and it really is the key to helping them unlock their full potential. So, when you look at the whole picture, the entire coaching workflow is covered. We're talking from the initial setup of your teams to scoring live on meet day and all the way through to that deep dive analysis that's going to shape your strategy for the future. And that brings us right back to where we started, but maybe with a new perspective. After seeing all this, the question really is, are you ready to stop managing and start coaching more? Are you ready to get that time back and focus on what you really love to do?